Death is a subject we don't often talk about, probably because dying signals the end. But the only thing we know for certain in our lives is that one day it will come to an end. Thankfully, for those people facing death due to a terminal illness, we have hospice who is specially trained in the care of the terminally ill. Having to make the decision to use hospice for a loved one is never an easy decision. Today I'm going to share with you the benefits of hospice in hopes of persuading you that hospice truly is the best choice for end-of-life care. When a loved one receives a terminal diagnosis, every second of the 525,600 minutes you have in a year counts. When a patient chooses hospice, they choose where and how they want to spend the remainder of their lives. Patients receive care that accommodates their wishes and their condition. The shift is from curing a disease to preserving quality of life for what time the patient has left. Patients are encouraged to do as much or as little as their condition will allow them to do. Oftentimes, patients wish to do things like maybe take one last family vacation, or they may even create a bucket list that they want to fulfill before the end of their journey. Hospice also helps to relieve stress on families and caretakers so that their focus can be on creating memories and just being there with their family member. Hospice is also shown to improve the quality of life for the patients and the loved ones, therefore making the most of their time they have left together. The benefits for the patient and family are that it provides control and support in an overwhelming situation. It provides an opportunity for closure and saying goodbye to everyone together. It also allows the family and patient to become knowledgeable and comfortable with the dying process. Oftentimes people are scared of the dying process because they do not know what takes place. The nurses and the staff are there to educate and guide the family through the changes in the different stages that someone goes through when they're actually dying. It also gives them the opportunity to achieve peace with pending death. The benefits for the patient are effective medication, pain, and symptom management. Oftentimes, patients' pain and stress is much more managed in hospice than it would be in a facility. The doctors that treat hospice patients are specially trained in prescribing these medications for patients in the end of life. Early interventions often decrease stress levels and have a positive impact on the quality of life. It's been shown that the sooner a patient receives hospice care, the better their remaining quality of life is. Oftentimes, patients don't receive care until the last month or weeks, sometimes even just a few days. It also helps with developing personal goals before death, and hospice provides full emotional, psychological, and spiritual support, not just for the patient, but for the entire family as well. If you're faced with a decision, how do you think your loved one would want to spend the rest of their life, spend their last days? Would they want their final chapter to be spent going to doctor's appointments or at the hospital? Or would they want to spend it living life as they have never lived it before? Choosing hospice allows for the patient and the family to bring death out into the open and make sickness and loss of a loved one a time of sharing and remembrance.